So, it's a great pleasure now, Dr. Osama, to welcome you on the stage again.
I'm glad that the German doing business for with Syrians, for Syria, and for the whole globe. So that's good. يعني وشنا حلو على الألمان إن شاء الله. Thank you so much. Again, well, I believe I won't bother the translators. So what I will do, I will mix between Arabic and English. So maybe we'll talk a little Arabic and then some brief in English. And I think that's for the conference for next time should be like earpiece in everybody's who doesn't speak the language. So there will be instant translation would be much, much easier than like loud or instant translation. It would be hard for both. At any rate, الرؤية الاقتصادية الحقيقة منذ اللحظة الأولى للانتصار استوى الحمد لله رب العالمين. على الأقل هذا رأيي. إن شاء الله في المستقبل ربما يتم تبنيه من قبل الوزارة. هي التاءات الثلاث: تصنيع، تعليم، تكنولوجيا. كل ما يتم الحديث عنه الآن في عالم الطب والصحة والتعليم كله يدخل فيه التكنولوجيا. فعندما نقول اقتصاد الابتكار نعني هنا البعد الثالث وهو التكنولوجيا التي ستدخل في كل القطاعات، وهذا ضروري جدا 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 في سوريا. وعندما نقول تعليم نقول التعليم الفني أولا قبل التعليم العادي بكالوريوس وماجستير. لا، التعليم الفني التريننج كوليجز جدا جدا مهمة، وهي التي بدأت فيها ألمانيا الغربية عندما بدأت بعد الحرب العالمية الثانية. بدأت بالمعاهد والكليات بتدريب فنيا كل العمالة، وهكذا بدأت كوريا الجنوبية أيضا. وأنا أعتقد أنه نحن هذا ما نحتاجه في سوريا. So from the first minute of victory in Syria, at least personally, my economic vision was that we need three things. We need industrialization, education, and technology. In Arabic, the first letter is ta. So I say like three ta. So تصنيع، تكنولوجيا، تعليم، ta. So easy to remember for the Syrians. So now everybody's preaching the same thing. Say, as Dr. Kadi said, three ta. It's funny, when I met the mayor of Aleppo, he is like, I didn't know that he's a fan of me. He says, "Oh, Dr. Kadi, come. I follow you for years now." So I told him, "You know my vision." Say, "Yes, just technology." So he remembered that vision. I say, "Okay, that's good. I'm super happy." And when we said education, I emphasize on the training colleges. So I believe Germany will help us a lot to have this German institutes and technology to train our children, that we have 2.5 million students out of school. I don't have time to go through the whole process of 12 years to get high school. Even if you have expiring process, it will take them 6 years. So say like every 6 months you go move one step. We are in dire need for those guys to work immediately for developers. If we need to build 1 million units, we need 1.5 million labor. From where we going to get certified electrician and certified construction, a guy who can do stuff with a standard, with a really high standard? The main obstacles in 2011 in the World Bank report, in 2011, before the revolution, were like the most 7 obstacles. Number one, that the inadequate labor force in Syria. They didn't find too many people who know the standard, the international standard. Syria is very good technicians, but nobody spent time for those guys to teach them the international standard. I went to one of those colleges in Canada because one of my relatives came to Canada as a refugee. And the guy, he's a technician, but he doesn't know how to be certified electrician. They said within 6 months, he will be certified electrician. He will build after the 6 months, like 3,000 hours to be super, like the official certified, but he will go on this path. He has to learn 6,000 codes. Who knows in Syria 6,000 codes or 1,000 codes? Like the guy, built his experience based on like his own experience and maybe his dad or his boss. But so we need these colleges to transfer the know-how and this technology, programming, certified electrician, or you name it. This is very, very important. So if we need really the innovation economy, we have to have these colleges, like as Nicole said, in medical services, for example. That college, I think, might take 6 months, 3 months to somebody to finish up this condensed knowledge about something, and he will be in the market. So we need in Syria 4 million units. 4 million units. We need like 5 million people to work. And by the way, I told them even on like TV and because I'm always on TV, I told them maybe the labor force that we have is not enough. In 2011, we used to have 5.2 million labor force. If we need 4 million units and each million unit needs 1.5 million people to build, we might not have enough labor started. Besides that, we have to teach them how to work. So I think we have to invest in technology. We have to invest in R&D, as we discussed with Brother Taysir. It's very, very important. Like you need research and development. How many companies in Syria have some percentage of their revenue for R&D? And maybe 0.05 per thousand. I mean, nobody believes in this. If they believe, if they need technology, okay, they go to Germany, they brought the production line. But we need really to spend time on even to change the mentality of the manufacturer and the labor force. And that really, if we really need to be innovative in our way of production. So in order for us to be more efficient, more productive, I actually always encourage the ministry, even before I was appointed as senior advisor for 3 ministers, that we have to work hard on the efficiency indicators. That we are, as economists, we are fans of indexes. So we live on those indexes. We need to know where are we standing at this point, like economic freedom. Okay, we have 12 indexes. Those, based on those guys, in 2011, for example, we were the worst 3 countries in the world in terms of economic freedom. So in order for me to know in 2030 that we are really in better place, I need to see Syria not a country number 170, no, number, for example, 90. Okay, so there's some improvement. In efficiency and economic performances, there are 20 indexes. So we have to follow these indexes to see if are we good in government efficiency, in infrastructure efficiency. We have to know that the government efficiency and the bureaucracy in a better place than 2011. That's why I used to have some lectures all over the world. One of them in Washington, D.C. in 2017, I said, I'm against word reconstruction in Syria. Because if you're going to redo to go back to 2011 position, then we will have another revolution. Because I had a book called The Root of the Economic Roots of Syrian Revolution. There's some roots, economic roots of it. And one of them, that inefficiency and all this waste resources, the corruption, and the bureaucracy. So we have to really build our economy based on solid vision and emphasize on efficiency and productivity. And I think manufacturing without efficiency, you will be out of the market. And that's actually, we face this, by the way, right now. That's new challenges. And for example, we met a lot of manufacturers in many industries. The challenge right now, we cannot compete. Okay, so now you open your door for all products. Now, as a Syrian manufacturer, I can't compete with, for example, the Turkish products, with certain products from different countries. And I was like in a discussion with those gentlemen. They say, but you don't pay any tariffs for your raw materials that you import, so but you pay nothing. He says, yes. So well, we impose tariffs on international products we imported. So we're trying to help you. He said, even though we cannot compete. The reason that the production line, the technology is outdated. You cannot compete now. You cannot find this niche in the market. We're using the same way of efficiency. You have to work on the efficiency, my brother. We can't. And for example, for the shoe companies, I met 5 of them. They said they have the same complaint. Say, but we impose for ton $2,000 per ton. And you are getting all your raw materials وموادك الأولية ببلاش، ما عم نحط عليها أي رسوم جمركية، وعم نحط $2,000 على الطن للأحذية. I said, even though you impose 2,000, but that's little. Say, how much you want to put? Say, no, 8,000. Say, oh, come on, man. We can't do this. Then I have no choice as a customer. I'm a Syrian consumer too. If I don't like your shoes, you may want me to pay 4 times the amount just because you don't want to work on your efficiency. يعني بده يانا نحن ندفع الفرق يعني حتى ما يكون عندنا خيار غيره هو الحالة. يعني هذا يعني هذا دلال زائد وعقلية يعني قديمة. هذا يعني بدها تجديد. Exactly. صحيح. Us. Exactly. I told them this is not fair. Yeah, I told them this is not fair. For me, as I tell them, listen, as a consumer, if I go, let's say I don't like, I'm sorry, I didn't like your shoes. Thank you, you're doing a good job, but I don't like it. I have to pay 4 times because to protect you. The only way for you is to be more efficient and more productive. And even we offer them, do you have a problem bringing new production line? Tell us, maybe we can give you free loan for this. Besides, you are sitting in a place. نحن بسوريا عندنا المنطقة الصناعية مثل الشيخ نجار، وعندنا المدن الصناعية. المدن الصناعية هي جوات البيوت، اللي بيعرف حلب العرقوب، بيرامون، راموسي إلى آخره. بس في عندنا الشيخ نجار. ففي there's industrial cities and there's industrial zone. Industrial zone, well equipped, have like 24 hours electricity. In the cities, you don't have that. It's the manufacturing companies built within the houses. So he wants us to have 24 hours electricity for him in this way. Say, we discussed this with the Ministry of Electricity, Energy. He said, like, we can't. This is impossible. We asked him 15 years ago. That's why he has temporary license, by the way. هو عنده رخص مؤقتة كلهم قبل. إنه روح للمنطقة الصناعية للشيخ نجار. So صار يعني هذا يعني outdated. هذا من 15 سنة قبل الثورة. هو معه رخصة مؤقتة على أن يذهب إلى المنطقة الصناعية. So he want to stay there with little electricity within the houses, with no paying no penny for the new production line without better efficiency, and we want him to protect that industry. It's no way. Yeah, no way. يعني no matter what we do, by the way, even like if you love him, yeah, حبيبنا انت وروح قلبك، بس ما بنحسن يا عمري too much. يعني هذا شو بسموه بالحلبي جنة يعني، مو يعني صار لي دلال زائد يعني spoiled over spoiled. We can't do this. So the only thing إذا بدنا فعلا نحن بدنا اقتصاد ابتكاري ومبتكر، إذا علينا أن نساعد الصناعي أول شيء بتغيير عقليته. So we have to help him to change his mentality first. Then money-wise, we have to find a way to give him credits if he needs, which is, يعني that's the government and role, and the private banking role too, because even we have the banks, unfortunately, and I told this to many bankers, unfortunately, our banks are exchange currency place. It's not a bank. You have to work as a bank first. يعني انتم مراكز صرافة، هي ما هي مش بنوك. هلا هو كمان his excuse that the Syrian regime did 1, 2, 3, Rami Makhlouf, whatever. I don't know. It's okay. Well, now we open new page with the world. Let's work together on transferring you, getting you from phase of just Markaz Sarafi and exchange currency center to a bank. So when the manufacturer come, you give him loans. That's your role, man. Your role is just like deposit money and then give him the money back. This is or exchange rate, whatever lists or exchange currency. This is not the way the banks work. Hey, يا حبيبي.
Which we lost it from the old regime.
Right.
And now our new guys, they can do the same. They can, if they have a nice idea, good productive ideas, they can do it with the shareholder. They integrate the people with them to invest. So even without the bank's involvement, definitely I'm not again, definitely have to be the banks, their system, the financial system to be.
That's the main point of trust. Within 50 years since the nationalization that Abdel Nasser, when he came in 1958, imposed on Syria, he destroyed the whole Syrian economy. And then in 1963, al-Ba'ath complete the destruction, mashallah. So almost 50 years, they destroyed the whole country over 5 decades. So where is the trust? The trust that because of very, very, very corrupt government, so nobody is trusting anyone in the, even among the people. So you see a lot of family businesses. So family, dad, son, grandson, just families. You can't get anybody else on board because we don't trust him. Even if he doesn't say it, but inside he doesn't trust him. He's like, what if? So no, I don't need headache. My son would do this, right? Because there is no trust. Francis Fukuyama had a great book called The Trust. 600 pages just talking about the trust. All governments, all nations, all countries built on trust. Trust between people and government. And inshallah, this government, people start trusting that government. They are listening to the government. They are interacting with it. They are part of it. They are intermingle with all ministers, and we have open discussion in Aleppo for like tens of people for 3 hours from all over Aleppo, for example, and that's happened in many cities. So if there is no trust between people, they cannot let you in that company, because that company, they built it like over 10, 20, 30, 40 years. He doesn't want to lose it for some guy who came up of nowhere. Right now, I think we are opening new pages. Yes, we have to have a real contribution from everybody. So we have like sell this stocks of this company in the stock market. So it will be like some shareholders there. At what we used to do before Abdel Nasser phase, before 1958. We used to have a lot of successful companies. So right now, I think, after all 6 decades, we have to reopen the page with the people to establish really, or to restructure the concept of trust, and the mentality should be renewed right now with a new phase after victory. That yes, you can trust people. There is a rules, there is a law, there is a legislation. Nobody can exploit you left or right. The least amount of corruption. I had an interview 4 days ago on TV, and he said, "How about corruption? There's no corruption now." I say, "No, yes, still corruption. There's corruption, but we are listening that corruption over 50 years. You cannot. If you want to clean this hole, somebody like lifted for 10 years. After 2 hours, you came like, oh, is it clean? And no, not clean yet. We are cleaning it. Still, it's going to take time and time and time till we really clean it, so we have no dust whatsoever." So he said, yes, we still have corruption, but less, far less, not less, far less than before. Are we still working on it? So we have really good governance. That what we're going to talk in the next topic, inshallah. I don't want to like bother you with more ideas. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, I'm ready. If you don't have questions, excellent, so I can have my cup of tea. Thank you so much.
No. Thank you, Dr. Osama, for the presentation. I have a couple of questions about the rules and regulations, especially for the investment environment. So, are there any new rules and regulations soon that will be set up to attract those investors? This is the first question, sorry. Second question is about the currency also, the exchange rate, the Syrian pound versus dollar. So will that be stable, like when the region where is to take it and stable for some short period of time?
Now there are many rules right now. They are still studying it. I think within 1 or 10 days, maybe 1 week or 10 business days should be announced. So first of all, the investment law. So Qanun Istithmar, we actually discussed the last version of it 10 days ago. And they called us, say, by 7 p.m. there's no comments, no recommendations, no nothing, because we're going to give it to McKinsey company. They will have that investment law as soon as possible. So that will be announced very soon. Now, the reason why it takes so time. Well, if you sit with me in that meeting for 7 hours, and that's the last version and the last chance, you cannot believe the amount of outdated law that Syrian regime crippled the whole Syrian government with it. Unbelievable. You can't change anything. Like, so for example, I told him like, okay, no, why we're not changing this? Because that will make it easy for investors to say, oh, that's against Article B in number 2, in Article in Wallah number 2. Say, okay, show us number 2, show us that article. So, okay, yes, but there is a way we do 1, 2, 3. Say, oh, but Article 8, number 2, 3B says you go against this. No matter where you go, the rules that government over 50 years, والله يا أخي يعني هناك محاولة تعجيزية لتسهيل الأمر على البشر. يعني هذا صار عندي قناعة. And at that meeting we have 4 lawyers and we have a lot of experts. يعني personally, almost I was in fight with those 4 lawyers. I say, you know what? If it were me, I will let you out of this hole. We do whatever we want to do, then we give it to you to say, we need these objects write a rule to serve us. You are here to cripple us, man. This is you can't يعني بعجزوك معاجزة محمد. شيء مذهل القوانين اللي عندنا. قانون 2 قانون 8 قانون بطيس في there's laws since 1950s. So why I should be abide with 1950s rules? I told him like يا أخي يعني these rules me and you are writing it, huh? A human being. يعني it's not Quran, it's not from the supreme power. God didn't like show us this is the Bible, you can't change it, this is the Quran, you can't change it. We are writing it. Let's just write what we really need. أنا قلت له حتى القرآن نزل على 7 ألسن يا رجل. قال لك طول الضحى وليل إذا سجل وفي أهداف بالضحى. خليك على ما أنت عليه يا أخي. يا أخي حتى بالتفاسير في 20 تفسير، تفسير رازي وتفسير طبري وتفسير يا أخي. إلا أنتم ما عندكم ولا تفسير ولا يمكن نحن نمشي. شو القرآن أنتم؟ شيء مذهل. في هناك قلت له ما عندكم شيء اسمه روح التشريع. روح التشريع بدنا نسهل عمل المستثمر. ما بدنا هدول الرولز تبعك يا أخي. نحن ما متعبدين بقوانينك. لا نريد قوانين تسهل أمر البشر. 50 سنة 50 years of outdated laws يعني بطريقة مذهلة. فهذا واحد من الأسباب تأخر حتى صدور قانون بكل 4 أنواع تحكيم اقترحنا. بدك تحكم arbitration. If you have a problem in Syria with your investment, arbitration, international law, or government law, and I suggested a court for investment and trade. محكمة الاستثمار والتجارة. Within 1 week you'll be done. I don't want to go to a lawyer. يعني أنا to be honest with all my respect to lawyers, يعني I start يعني questioning the whole thing. Do we need those guys? Unbelievable then. Within 1 week, the court will settle. So those investors each day cost money. He doesn't have time for you for 6 years to settle. The guy will be called for bankruptcy till you settle his case. So 4 kinds of judgment he can go with if any investor face any problem. So that's part of why we are a little late. If you know the amount of laws there, it's a scary one. For the currency, right now I think very much the same, the central bank with the black market, around 10,000. The problem till now that we have to print more currency, Syrian currency. So the Syrian regime is so greedy. He didn't just install the foreign currency. No, even the Syrian pounds, whatever. It's beyond belief. Very low class thief. There's mafia. It's just like high class thieves. But those guys are very low class. And it's يا أخي المافيا عصابات محترمة. صح بس هذا في شلون يقولوا حرامي غسيل وحرامي شحاطات بالمساجد. شيء أسوأ أنواع الحرامية في العالم. شو أنت أخذت الدولارات شو بدخلها بالعملة السورية تأخذ أطمان فهو the central bank was empty. There's no that much of currency. At any rate, so we need to print that currency. My suggestion was, in order for us to know the fair value of that currency, that might take time, till the end of the year maybe, because we need to have a lot of money, billions of dollars to get to the government. Then we know what's the fair value. Is it 3,000 per Syrian pound, 5,000, 500, 20,000? I don't know. We have to know. If it's going to take us for 1 year or more or less, we cannot wait till that time. My suggestion was, and I was fighting within the government before I was appointed just a couple of days ago, maybe 2 weeks or less. But before, since April, because I met even the first government and I met all of them, to print only the 5,000 Syrian pound currency. I told them, if you print only this guy, no design, not the old design. So have this revolution flag, enjoy. Let's just people be happy. He doesn't want to see that idiot face on the currency. So get this 5,000 and you will have enough liquidity. You will stop the laundering money, falsing that currency. You stop it, see? And you stop like this trade with that currency, with those like little and small exchange the currency centers where they buy and sell this currency. They are trading with it so to make some money. So you stop this because you have enough currency, you print enough for the people. And we suggested to print it even here in United Arab Emirates, and for the cost, you can pay installments over 3 years, or we can speak to our friends in Germany or in Austria, say how about a prepaid installment for the cost? And the first year, maybe we talk to one of our friends in Saudi or Qatar or here, they can say, you know what, we don't need the first year, it's a free, it's a gift from this government. So you have whatever you need, almost for free, and you can, you don't have that dryness of currency. I'm sure the governor right now of central bank is working on it. He said he's studying it very well. Inshallah soon you will have good news. Shukran. I'm sorry, my answers are so long, so that's why please stop me, guys.
We are giving you one last.
So talkative.
Because we're running out of the time, maybe on the way there, give a tip, because in Germany, we were running through all these obstacles as well in the Second World War afterwards. Germany, the government fixed this with coupons. So we had 1 year paper coupons where you can buy, and this was not that we were forced to make the currency until the whole system international was adapted to find out what is the currency of the money himself. So maybe it can be a solution. And when you fix the internet as soon as possible, maybe it can be a digital solution.
We have some digital, but not enough.
Thank you, Doctor. I can really sense the optimism in your voice and in general in the room for the future of Syria. I represent a company who's very interested, an investment company who's very interested in making investment in Syria.
In which sector?
Specifically in agriculture.
Right.
Yeah. Right. And perhaps small infrastructure that is associated with agriculture. So I'm curious to know if the government has set any policies for foreign investments, and if there are sectors of preference that the government has initiated, and if there is any guidance for companies such as us who want to get in there but would like some handholding and some guidance.
Thank you so much. Yeah, for sure, agriculture is #1 priority in Syria, because we have 2/3 of our land that, really you can use it. It's not used. So we really need a lot of companies in the agriculture sector. The priority, as I told you, that the industrialization, and when we say even agricultural industrialization, that is very important. So let's say if we give you a land, big ones, to have it, but along with it, some manufacturing aspect of that investment, that will be priority. The reason that create a lot of jobs. Any company that create a lot of jobs, more than welcome in Syria. That's for sure. Now, even the investment law is not yet announced. There is many laws, for example, the tax laws, investment laws. We have even banking laws. Personally, many people approach me and companies, we need to open a bank in Syria. So that should be still, I think will be announced very soon. the banking laws. So even before these laws, right now, we have many companies that we are meeting on a daily basis that interested. And we deal, we go case by case with those guys, as most of it BOT based. And we make a deal with that company based on BOT, and even that contract, we see, will abide with the new rules of investment if it comes. But very much because that all ministers, they know, like that new investment law, like let's say if they give you like tax break for 5 years, so they will know that they will give you 5 years in the investment law. So right away, they will give you that from now. So it will be no contradiction between the contract that will give it to you now and when the investment law is announced. Many companies, billions of dollars, already have MOU, and very soon they will have the whole contract, and some of them they started already. I had one company before I came, work with it for 1 week. It's a $1 billion investment. They will create 5,000 jobs immediately and 25,000 in direct employment. So it's a huge, and there's a medical city for close to $700 million. They have the land, and they're going to start, they have very much within 1 month, they will start digging the ground. So they are, even without the investment law. But I can assure you something. The new government, it's open for all investors, because all sectors needs to be rebuilt again. And some of them, nobody touched them for years to start with. Especially agriculture. You'll have a lot of, even like our animal wealth in Syria. It's very productive, and we need really great companies to start investing. I don't want to talk more because I'm sure like people will get angry, and I have to run away before they get mad. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.
So thank you so much. We finished the first part. I hope you can enjoy the lunch break and greet each other after the